get you home.
What's up, agents? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's hanging in there, being as safe as you guys need to be. You know, it's been a little minute since I brought some videos. I just don't want to rehash the old stuff. So, luckily, good old Rod McCarty here actually sent me a good comment. He appreciated what we did with the healer build, but he wants to know, if I want to run and gun and use cover a lot, what build do you recommend to stay alive no matter what? Something like, let's say, a God mode, please recommend. And he goes on to say that he actually uses the... what is he using? He's got the Elmo, the Chameleon, and the Pestilence. So I'm going to use the Scorpio in this build, but the Elmos, the St. Elmos, would work to the same effect. Reloading, I will note that the actual best build to be invulnerable would, at this point, be what I think is the legendary armor build. That I can really fuck around. But I want to talk about this new Cavalier gear set we have. So, 2 pieces, we get hazard protection of 30%. 3 pieces, we get 40% repair skill, and the 4th piece will give us the charging. So charging, for each second spent out of cover during combat, agents will get 5% reduced incoming skill damage up to a maximum of 50%. Then the charge, while fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff, and share this with all the agents' hazard protection and incoming skill damage reduction with all allies for 10 seconds. So this is where it really comes into play. This is where we are going to be protecting our team, particularly with the hazard protection we'll get into a second. After the charge is consumed, charging buff will resume if still out of combat, if still in combat and out of cover. And just so you guys will note, remember that we're still going to have advantage of our hazard protection all the time. It's simply that incoming skill damage that we build up, and then we share everything with our team. All right, agents, on the chest piece, it gives us access to the overcharging talent. This will increase the charging maximum incoming damage protection to 70% instead of 50%. So that's just a little bit of a bonus there. But it's a nice one and a big bonus to the team, particularly when you're dealing with hunters. Now on the backpack, we can get the talent Safe Charging, which the charging gives 10% protection per second instead of 5. That is actually quite a large buff. And if you are not going to be using a named backpack or a backpack with a better talent, this is a great talent. However, there is something that works better for ourselves and for the group. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. But this is not a bad talent at all. All right, agents, I apologize if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. I'm just going to go with Lavoisier. Anybody wants to correct me down in the comment section, that's fine. So this is the name backpack that comes from the new Electrique brand set. It gives us plus 10% status effects. Comes with the core attribute of armor, so it ties into this pretty well. And mine rolled with status effects, hazard protection. The big thing is the hazard protection there. And we are looking at this specifically for the Perfect Galvanized perk. So Perfect Galvanized perk continues with them making the perfected talents much better than the standard version. I'm happy that they tend to make these things better and better than they did back in the day where they were just a bit better. So Perfect Galvanized, applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy grants 50% of our armor as bonus armor to ourselves and all allies within 30 meters of that enemy. And that is a significant increase over the standard Galvanized, which is only 40% of our armor for 20 meters. So that is definitely a big buff over the other sorts of talents that we can get. All right, so the only thing that really matters in this build is to have armor core everywhere, and then to stack hazard protection in every slot. If we have all 6 minor attributes as hazard protection, as well as the 30% we get, that puts us in a pretty solid spot. We will literally be looking at 90% hazard protection without having to add any sort of bonuses. Now we can look at the Hollow Man mask, and just simply putting this on will net us not only that health damage, but will get us that extra 10% hazard protection that will put us at 100% hazard protection. You also notice we're at 37% out of 39% possible damage to elites through the mods. As long as I've been playing this game, it's literally only dropped me 13% damage to elite mods. So that's the way that cookie crumbles. But yeah, so between essentially 40% damage to elite protection and 100% hazard protection, that's more protection than you need. So what that means for this build, we're going to go ahead and use the tried and true Catharsis. This will make sure that we get some bonus damage, as well as giving ourselves an additional form of healing that works for the team. So as you guys see here, this is why we call it the Groupalier. This is everything we're doing is built to help the team, whether it's debuffing the enemies, whether it's healing. And you guys, so as you see, we're using the hive, the healer hive, the restorer, instead of the artificer hive, and that's simply because we have that 40% repair skill on here, and it actually works well. It doesn't heal our shield as much as normal, but we can actually provide some healing for our team. And let's face it, a lot of people, a lot of times there's not a dedicated healer in the group, so any form of healing is great. And then, of course, we're going to be running our Crusader shield, which will give us the protection while being able to use most primary weapons. So, again, you guys can use, for Rod, in your particular case, you would want to use the St. Elmo's, and you may even put out more damage. I like the Scorpio because both St. Elmo's and the Scorpio can provide the shock. However, Scorpio can also give us the advantage of the septic shock. So we're going to have all of these debuffs we're going to be putting on our enemy. The shock will proc the galvanized for our entire team, and we will be able to put that 20% debuff on named enemies, and particularly the hunters. So we're also going to use the grudge. This will allow us, if we kill a status affected enemy, we'll give 18% critical hits chance and critical hit damage to the whole team. Again, everything we're doing is just helping the team out. One last thing we can do, and you guys will see I will almost never do this, but we'll pull out the card TDI custom, and theoretically that +1 skill tier will allow us to get the shield back quicker, but most of the time I'm just going to be attacking dudes anyway because we're so tough. So let's see, anything else we need to go over? I think that's pretty much it. I think it's time to let you guys see some gameplay. funny. I'm curious why my Scorpio doesn't seem to add... Oh, there it goes. Okay, it wasn't adding debuffs. They weren't stacking up. I don't know what that was.
Shade tech detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Lockdown striker drone detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret detected. Rogue sniper turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. High-risk target approaching.
You're in. We need to locate the target.
Target detected. Area secure.
Agent, you should be able to access the lab. Agent, you've reached the lab. I need you to stabilize the reactor. You're in. Now, just need to find and destroy those fuel valves.
Experimental reactor unstable. Safety protocols activated. Containment field failure. EMP discharge required to stabilize reactor.
Oh shit, you doing that?
Magnetic containment failure. Elevated threat of EMP discharge.
Nice work on the valve. Now, I need you to expose the reactor's core. Need to destroy the magnetic core. You should be fine.
System curtailed. System restored. High-risk target detected.
Like a boat! Bring down cover fire! Fuck off! Stop dragging! Shit! Need another mag! Quick
An
there!
agent has gone offline. System disrupted. System reactivated. System back online. High-risk target approaching. Experimental reactor offline. System reactivated. Lockdown in 1 minute.
EMP discharge imminent. Proceed to nearest exit. Disable all electronics.
Nice. The plant's secure. Now let's get you out of there. Move to the extraction point. When you're ready, send up a flare so Torres can pick you up.
System disrupted.
Agent, stay frosty. Hunters incoming. get you home.
System disrupted. System back online.
You kept the lights on. This entire region owes you a debt of gratitude that they can never repay.
Well, we only got 3
Thank you,
kills,
Agent.
but we didn't go down, and we kept the team alive, which is
Another
the whole
agent has been
point.
promoted
The build
to
actually
Groupalier.
worked exactly as it should. While playing with the legendary armor is actually easier, I would actually say this is probably a better build for the group because it actually just gives so much group utility. So I'm not hating this Groupalier build, group leader, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But yeah, it's, dude, it totally works. I don't know if it's going to be one of my go-to builds, but it's definitely effective. You know, you can just run around and kill things, stay out of cover, you keep your team alive,
Safe
drop the
area
healer
detected.
hive. I mean, it's, yeah, it's cool. Oh, one thing I forgot to note with the technician, also when we drop the hive, if I see that we're about to get the disrupt, I'll drop the hive, and that actually keeps us from getting disrupted, which means we get to keep our shield out, and in addition to that, it also will heal any teammates around. So there's a lot of cool little things going with this build. Almost everything we do can help the team out in some way. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Do me a favor, guys, if you found this entertaining or enjoyable, smashing that like button would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully by now I've earned you guys subscriptions. Best thing you can do to help my channel is share this video. And actually, the real best thing you can do is let me know what you guys think. How would you guys tweak this? What should I try doing to make this build better? Let me know. All right, you agents, be as safe as you need to be. We got a couple more weeks until this manhunt will come to an end, and then I will most likely be coming out with some content on that. And if you guys leave any comments or anything else you want me to check out in the meantime, give me something to do. I greatly appreciate it. All right, agents, you take it easy, and I'll see you in the dark zone. Peace out, everybody.